Scott, you've had a couple of days to reflect on the Connors Quay Nomads defeat. What are your thoughts today?
Yeah, I went through it yesterday, had a watch of the game and just clipped stuff for the boys, and a little meeting this morning just on how well we did and how well we didn't do. Like always, you know, we do it today, have a meeting, put it to bed and then move on, because we've got another game Tuesday, so it's one where we sort of wrap up Saturday, prepare for Newtown and go and put a performance in tomorrow and hopefully get the 3 points. It's one where you dust yourselves down, you get on with it, you move on and look to go again. If you look at our record there, 15 games, won 12, drawn 2, lost 1, done very well, very good start to the season, and if you look at it like that, there's lots of positives today.
And looking back to the Connors Quay game, it has to be a quick post-mortem because the Newtown game is tomorrow. Yeah. Is that a positive because you can then deal with it quickly and then focus your energy on Tuesday instead of perhaps dwelling on it during the week?
Yeah, we'd have probably had a meeting this morning anyway, because we've lost the game, because we feel disappointed. But there's no point in taking that disappointment into Tuesday. You know, it's one where a lot of managers do well at it. If they do lose a game, they can just switch off and just get on with things. I'm a little bit different. It takes a little time to digest and to watch the game back, to make sure that, you know, when you are talking to people after the game, you've got the right things that you've said. Lots of things go around your head, you know, about the goals, and so it's making sure that you assess it properly, that you dissect it, and then make sure that you give the players the right information. Nothing wrong in there's nothing worse than getting it wrong when you're telling them, and it doesn't fit. So yeah, the couple of things we've gone through, staff and the players, and they've had a little bit of a say, and so have we. So we'll move on and we'll get on with things, and it's all positive. Really good session this morning.
The New Saints has already beaten Newtown once this season, 2-0 back in October. They're not having a particularly good season so far by their own standards. On paper, at least, that's a good game to go into as far as this weekend is concerned, dealing with the past weekend and then looking forward to Penabond.
Yeah, that's right. Newtown, they're always that tricky side, but we have done well against them in recent years, matches. Periods of time. So yeah, it's one where the players don't need any more focus, do they? You know, it wouldn't matter who we're playing tomorrow. It's 100%. It's work. It's work harder than your opposition. Let your positive, your technical ability come through, but your work ethic doesn't. You know, we don't diminish and go and get a positive performance from minute one. Go there. Like we did against Connors Quay. I thought we started the first 15-20 minutes really well, with chances and good solidity. So yeah, the same message tomorrow.
Scott, you've not been afraid to change either the starting lineup or the general approach to a game. Are we likely to see anything radical against Newtown, or will it be a tried and tested formula, or shall we have to wait and see?
But always wait and see. You don't want to give the opposition anything, but I think there'll be changes, because we've played Saturday and we'll play again Tuesday and next Saturday. So, sorry, not next Saturday, this Saturday. So there's games that are, you know, every few days. So we need to make sure that the players are playing that need to play. And obviously we're getting injured boys back now, so they also need looking at as well. So we'll pick the best side for the team tomorrow.
You've already spoke positively about dealing with the result at the D-side stadium, but when we step back and we look at the big picture, it does look good. Travelling to Latham Park, we're top of the table, won 12, drawn 2, lost just 1, scored 43, conceded 9. Prior to the season starting, would you have been happy with that position as we approach the halfway stage of the league?
Yeah, I'd have been happy. Maybe take away the loss Saturday and maybe had a 0-0 draw, which I think probably at half time I was looking at thinking this game could be one of those. But apart from that, really happy. We've improved in all areas. If you look at the stats, we're top of ball possession, actions, goal scoring chances, goals scored, goals conceded. Obviously with conceding 2 there, I think we're equal with Connors Quay, but Everything we do, we're up there and it's positive. So I'm happy with where we are at the moment.
There are 3 games in a week, and you've already mentioned that there will be possibly changes. How important is it to you as a manager to have the depth of squad that you've got at this moment in time?
Absolutely. If you look at the bench on Saturday with Sis, Mazza, Keston, Kwame wasn't even on the bench. Ben Clark, Greg Draper. It's a good headache to have. These players coming back in, and when they do come back in, it makes my job easier, because the strongest survive. The ones that are training the best, the ones that are showing the best on a Saturday and a Tuesday, will get the shirt. It's quite simple. It's consistency. It's levels. Probably don't think we reached those levels on Saturday in terms of looking particularly solid at times, but at other times I think we did quite well up against a physical side. So yeah, it's up to the players. They know I'm honest. They know that themselves, if they're doing well, they'll play. If they're not quite, at the races, then they won't. It's simple as that. I'm not going to paper over cracks and play players that have just done well in the past. They've got to be doing it well now.
And due to external circumstances, Newtown haven't played since December the 1st. Will that be an advantage to the New Saints, or will the rest have actually inspired them?
Look at it 2 ways. You can look at it as a rest for Newtown, but depending on who they've got, if they've had injuries and whatever, they might have some coming back into the side. So it can work. It can work both ways. But I'd always prefer to keep the momentum and keep the games coming and training. And I'm not too concerned one way or the other about other teams, but I'd prefer it to keep it going.
And it was good to see Keston Davis on the bench on Saturday. How is the injury situation and the general availability like going into the Newtown game?
Yeah, Keston, good to see him back on the bench. Brought him back in for that game. We'll have to see whether he's on the bench for tomorrow. But we've got, Kwame will come back into the squad as well. So it's one where we're fit and healthy, and there's not many that are going to be missing from the squad tomorrow.
And finally, Scott, it's not a question, more of a statement. Let's hope it's a happy birthday for the TNS manager tomorrow.
Very much so. Thank you.